I love feeding people. I just do. I think that there's just the most wonderful thing that you can do is make a great meal and sit down and visit with friends and family. I mean, that's just part of who I am, and this is just an extension of that.
It's written on your face. As you come to light, I come alive.
In 2004, my good friend Paul, he wanted to run a bakery. And so I helped him with that, and it was really great fun. But that's where I saw the idea to focus on a meat pie called a Cornish pasty. The families of the tin miners in Cornwall, England, the hand pie had a crimped edge because the men were working with poison arsenic to get the tin out of the rock. And so they could hold it by that crimped edge and eat it and then throw the crust away. It was a very simple food. It was working man's food. And in Michigan, the rutabaga is key to making sure that it is a classic Cornish pasty. Then there's also the fun of taking that same simple food and putting all different kinds of fillings in it. Anyone who's ever tried to run a food business knows it's a really hard business to make it. And it became apparent that having a location in Bellingham would just be a real game changer for me. And 2 weeks after literally signing our lease, COVID hit and the pandemic hit, and that was just really tough. We just went through so many different versions. Ultimately, where I found myself, I had narrowed down my offerings, and I realized that what I wanted to do was just truly focus on frozen pasty meals. I remember thinking that it would be such a good food for busy working families that people can have in their freezers and just take out and reheat in the oven. We also, with our new location, we have the ability to have folks come in and get hot pies to go. So Holly's Meat Pies really take sourcing our ingredients really seriously. When you have a Holly's Meat Pies beef pasty, organic flour is from Fairhaven Flour Mill, beef that's been raised in Everson, carrots and potatoes that have been raised in Everson, and you're having onions and potatoes raised in Everson. So when you have a beef pasty, you are supporting not just my business, but you're supporting the local farmers that I work with, and that is a wonderful thing. When I call into the call center at WECU and they start asking me, well, do you have any loans with us, or do you have, and I'm like, I have everything with you. They've had my home mortgage, they've had my credit cards, they've had my car loan. So when I started my business, of course, that's where I went. I went to WECU. The original loan was set up as a home equity line of credit, and that ended up just being such a wonderful way to get my business started. I wasn't intimidated to go in and ask questions and talk to them. And so you walk in and you're instantly interacting at a level of friendship as well as the professional. They're taking care of your money, helping you with those things, but you still feel this sense of kinship.
Only a minute. It can only get better. It can only get better.
It's so touching how many people talk about how they remember their grandma used to make this food, their grandpa used to make this food, that they grew up with Cornish pasties, that it was so much a part of their upbringing. Then there's the folks who all just truly appreciate homemade meal. I mean, this is like as close as you can get to a homemade meal that goes home with people, and I love that sense of being able to cook with love. I am Holly, and I'm the owner of Holly's Meat Pies.